Are you noticing that your knees aren't as flexible as you'd like? Are you concerned that your weak knees and legs may limit your ability to get around? Then stay tuned. I'm going to show you my favorite simple at-home exercises to keep strong knees and legs. Hello, I'm Dr. Miguel Cruz at Cruz Life Center in Burnsville. I'd like to start off with going over the anatomy of the knee. Here's a model of the knee. Our kneecap sits right up front. I'm going to take it off so we can see what's inside. On either side are the medial and lateral meniscus, which is a type of cartilage that allows the knee to glide one bone on the other. As I show you the inside of it, you can see they're semicircular, encompassing the whole knee area. People injure these and you hear about torn meniscus all the time. On the back side, we have what is known as the anterior and the posterior cruciate ligament, the ACL and the PCL. You hear that terminology. Those are subject to injury as well. On either side, we have multiple ligaments and tendon attachments that help keep the knee nice and stable when everything's working properly. What I've noticed in 39 years of practice is that people have knee injuries and then they'll protect it over weeks, months, even years in some cases, and the problem is just getting worse as time goes on. So I want to just start off by saying if you have an injury, you need to have it properly examined so you can figure out where exactly the injury is and how bad it is. But what we're going to be just talking about today are some simple stretches and exercises you can do at home so you can start the recovery process and restore as much mobility as possible. The first exercise I want to show you is using a simple bath towel rolled up into a cylinder like this. Put a couple rubber bands around it to hold it in place. And you simply place the towel behind your knee, as you see I'm doing right there, and take with your arm and then just squeeze the knee, repeating that 8 to 10 times, once or twice a day. What that's doing is using the towel as a lever, and it's stretching and opening up that knee joint to introduce some needed movement in there. Now it seems like a very simple exercise. It is, but it's very effective. And if you're overdoing it, you might get a little bit sore. So if that happens, give it a break for a day or two and then start repeating that on a regular basis. This next exercise is something anybody can do at home, and I highly recommend it because what I found is our parents and our grandparents are losing the ability to get around because they're losing all their leg strength. So unless we're doing something to avoid that, to keep those legs strong, it's going to happen to us. So we can start off with this simple process of 2 chairs and simply sitting up and down on it repeatedly. I would start off maybe 10 times during the day. You can do 10 in a row or spread it out during the course of the day, depending on your own abilities. As you get stronger, you can do more and more. As you continue to get stronger, use a lower chair and go lower down. Eventually, you can get to the point where you don't need a chair behind you anymore. You can go all the way down. And if you continue at it, you may even get to the point where you no longer need any sort of chair to help and just able to get up and down on your own, which unfortunately is a situation that a lot of folks find themselves where if they fall on the ground, they're not able to get up and down because of this loss of leg strength and knees that won't bend properly, and they need to get help, even calling 911 in some instances. I personally do 50 to 100 of these 2 to 3 mornings every week as part of my own exercise routine. If you've had a recent injury, you always want to start off with ice. We discussed the proper use of ice on a previous video. There's more to this discussion, which we'll have on the next video coming up. For now, try these exercises, see how they work for you. If you feel the need that you need a more thorough examination, we would love to be able to help you. Just give our office a call. The number's right here below. Bye for now.